Hey there, good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight on yet another NF song featuring Hopsin. Tell you, I had a couple of chances to listen to a couple of Hopsin songs. Got some depth, got some content there. Not very shallow stuff at all, really. And with what I've witnessed from NF so far, I really have liked what he's put through on my channel as far as what I've reviewed. And so being able to feature both of them together, come on. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a good one. So here we go. NF, Lost. Okay. All right, got some lyrics here.
Look. Self-awareness, pride's a coat and yes I like to wear it. Buttoned up, don't like to let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish. I discovered though when I get holes in them, and I let joy in, I'm in higher spirits. My mistakes are like a screaming parrot, just repeating lyrics. I can barely bear it when I'm lost.
Okay. Interesting. Pride is a coat. I kind of keep it all buttoned up, don't let the air in. So trying to, I guess, kind of recognize the fact that holes will leak in and you might find you're lost.
Let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish. I discovered though when I get
first bar.
Look, self-awareness, pride's a coat and yes I like to wear it. Buttoned up, don't like to let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish. I discovered though when I get holes in them, and I let joy in, I'm in higher spirits. My mistakes are like a screaming parrot, just repeating lyrics. I can barely bear it when I'm lost. Road is narrow, I'm looking down it like a gun's barrel. Aren't we all searching for the serum that could help us breathe and leave our state of peril? All of us have made defensive scarecrows that we scatter around our fields and treat like heroes, when they scare away the things that we should cherish, cause we're too embarrassed to admit the fear is that we're lost.
Yeah. How many of you can relate? My hands up. Oh, wow. Okay. Look, NF. Right. I know you got the NF comparison. You know, people like to think that he's in the shadow of Shady. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I mean, I think that I've heard that NF kind of, looked up to M and kind of, took a bar or two instruction from the man himself. What do they say? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery, right? But yeah, let's continue on. I just like his style. I like the music so far in the background. Kind of little different.
And leave our state of peril. All of us have made defensive scarecrows that we scatter around our fields and treat like heroes, when they scare away the things that we should cherish, cause we're too embarrassed to admit the fear is that we're lost. Yeah, but what does it matter? I get too combative. Inside of me's a personal canvas. The pain can be flat, I get messy when I start to get rattled. The heart of a savage and quiet when I lurk in the shadow. But something on that up, I don't wanna be over dramatic, but look at the data. It's obvious that humans are fragile. We tend to get mad at the ones that call us out, but the fact is we need someone that'll be honest when we fly off that handle.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we don't want those fair-weathered friends. We don't want those people that are just basically in it just to not help you grow in life. It's just the true friendship, a true friend. Who is a true friend in your life? Can you trust a friend to tell you you're fat, you need to get to the gym, or you are messing up in your life, you need to kind of get back on track? Do you have a friend like that in your life? Wow. Sometimes a friend is like a pebble in a shoe. You just wish you could shake it loose, but you continue to walk with it throughout your life because you need it. You need it. I've had my wife had some friends that were kind of fair weather friends, and I've had those as well. It's hurtful, where you really think that you got a friend and then they're really not there when the chips are down, So cool. I like what he's saying.
When I lurk in the shadow, something on that up. I don't want to be over dramatic, but look at the data. It's obvious that humans are fragile. We tend to get mad at the ones that call us out, but the fact is we need someone that'll be honest when we fly off that handle. I admit I throw a fit when I begin to unravel. Keep my wits spin off the grid, but now I'm back in the saddle. My intent is not to rant, I like to own what I value. I can take you on the fence and maybe pick up the paddle.
I like this song. I'm digging this song. Okay, You guys should know me better than that. Come on. You know I'm a stan. How dare you say that I like him more than Eminem? Really? What? What do you... Really? No. But, great.
But now I'm back in the saddle. My intent is not to rant, I like to own what I value. I can take you on the fence and maybe pick up the paddle. I like the roll against the current, that's the way that I travel. Opposite of what the grain has got the brain of a rebel. Take initiative, I'm diligent on every level. I never can settle, I like to keep my...
On every level, instead of every level, 2 syllables, every. That's the thing I kind of think is pretty cool about rap, is that you can find these links in meaning and kind of the way you enunciate your word and the way you kind of say it, it just kind of like gets that square peg into the round hole kind of fit. Like that. I just think that's creative. M does it all the time. Breaking up his sentences and leading off with the next bar in the middle of the previous sentence and that kind of... I just think it's, think about that for a minute. You do the old red, roses are red, violets are blue. But then you come up with a rhyme that fits somehow. I mean, to be able to break that simple rhyme up, we all try and think of rhymes or poems or whatever. One sentence rhymes with the last word of the last sentence. But to be able to hear like a sentence broken halfway and then all of a sudden the second bar brings in that tie-in with that rhyme, it's got a really kind of an unusual sense of satisfaction, of hearing that. It's just really, really interesting.
On the fence and maybe pick up the paddle. I like the roll against the current, that's the way that I travel. Opposite of what the grain has got the brain of a rebel. Take initiative, I'm diligent on every level. I never can settle, I like to keep my foot in the pedal. Yeah, I love to pack arenas and all, but what I really want to do is learn to handle my thoughts and put the reins on them, show them I'm the one that's the boss, and pull them back when they get out of hand and breaking their jaws. I'm taking the flaws, they told me I can never revolve, then pull a bane on them, ask them, oh, you think you're in charge? You ought to know better, ain't no way around it, applaud the traits that I want. They say I can't afford what it costs, but I manifested this. Failing's how you grow and learn your lesson.
Okay, now, I thought he was going to say, and I'm lost, just going back into it. But now all of a sudden we lead up to, I got the chills. There they are, folks. See them and believe them. All right. This little detour took me to a place where you can tell the song is elevating now. It didn't just go back into the normal, and I'm lost, Tricked me. It tricked me, but then it took me on a spin of building up into a different level of the song altogether.
No better, ain't no way around it, applaud the traits that I want. They say I can't afford what it costs, but I manifested this. Failing's how you grow and learn your lessons, kids. Take the worst and try to make the best of it, cause when you fail, just know that it's a test, and if you can learn to pick yourself back up again and train your brain to not be such a pessimist. It's okay to make mistakes, just don't forget that there's a high road, but I skip the exit when I'm lost.
Okay. Yeah. Take a lesson, folks. M and NF, they've got things to say.
When I'm lost.
Something I just noticed. I didn't even notice this until just now. He's got those stupid balloons again. What's with the balloons? What's with the balloons? Are they his burdens? Okay. I gotta look up the balloons when I'm done here. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna let it unfold. I know I'm skipping around, man. I had that list of songs I was gonna do in order, but people keep coming at me fast and furious. Oh, you need to do this one, do that one. I'm easily distracted, squirrel. So, but the balloons, man, they're starting to knot me now.
Lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. Lost.
Wow, these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't.
Burdens. There's got to be burdens. But you keep your burdens close. What a trippy thing coming across him like that. You keep your burdens close. You tie them to yourself. You can't let them float away. They just almost define you. Must be the burdens.
Lost, lost.
Wow, these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't bury me. I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left, and it's nowhere to be.
Yeah, He's got the balloons too. Okay, must be the burdens. Oh man, I feel like I'm coming into a movie theater that the movie started an hour ago. I'm just sitting down going, oh, what's happening now?
I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody?
Again, that breakdown, and it's nowhere to be, and then the pause, and then found. It's almost like found is like the beginning of the next bar in a way. I love that. This is so
now
clever.
I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Cause it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Look, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends. And if I ever take a nail, then they might grit. And they all wanna see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when
That's true. You see, just like I was saying, it's like you have a friend like that. You have a friend that's trying to keep you in the cage you're in, not letting you fly free, not being a true friend, telling you something that hurts. I've said it before. Another one of the it was I Need a Doctor by Dr. Dre, about Dr. Dre, right? And I mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. It's that verse that says, deceitful are the kisses of an enemy and faithful are the wounds of a friend, right? Truth. That's true. That is 100% true. You want to look for those friends that are willing to tell you truth, that are willing to hurt you for your own good. And it's only going to cause you to rise higher and just have a better sense of joy in your life, that you'll find completeness that way. I mean, you need those friends. Be wise, my friends. Be wise in looking around and seeing who's around you and who do you establish as that person that's in it for something, for just themselves, or are they in it because they love you, they want the best for you, and you have that camaraderie. It's almost like a once-in-a-lifetime thing you can find sometimes, where sometimes you never find it, sometimes you will. You might think you have it, and you never did, right? But, wow. Truth in these lyrics, guys.
To me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Look, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends. And if I ever take a nail, then they might grit. And they all wanna see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it come to anybody, there's no trust for no one. Man, so what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder's ready for most drugs. I'm gon' judge anybody trying to enter my circle with no love.
Wow.
My sanity's gone, I'd rather be torn from this planet they planted me on. Your stats a reward, I'm actually bored with having it sore heart. It's torn apart from a family that I don't have anymore. Man, hold up. I was living so oblivious with millions, it really was a pity, huh? A pity, huh? It's kinda funny what a penny does.
Again, I love the pause and the long drawn out words coming just up adjacent to that new quick line, and then another draw out. It just in the delivery of the lyrics gives you a sense of flow that's pretty cool.
For millions, it really was a pity, huh? A pity. It's kinda funny what a penny does, mixed in with a mini buzz. I feel stuck. Life got me by the neck with a blade against it, cause I was running late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance, so I'ma act out like a raging misfit. And every verse I lay gon' stay sadistic. You wanna hate me? Good, great, terrific. You'll never see the day when my anger's dismissed. You better go and change your wish list, cause manifested this. Do not treat me like some adolescent kid. I am praying to the Lord with the book of James, hoping he go at my testament. This dark cloud, that's my residence. Demons knocking, I don't have to let them in. I done made mistakes day to day, you probably can't relate. I just ain't the same when I'm lost.
Oh,
yeah,
really well said.
When I'm lost.
How can you ever trust somebody again when you've been stung, you know?
Lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
What? Oh, wait. Okay, interesting. More balloons. Are all these people lost? That they've come across more? Or just have they just come across more burdens to pick up? What? 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 Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well done. Well done. Wow. Okay. This is clever. This is just like a good book that leaves you hanging, wanting to know what the next chapter is going to mean and what is it going to be all about. This was good. And I love, kind of hate, but I kind of love the way they left it hanging. It's like, what? They just come over the crest of this hill? And here we are with more balloons? Could be more victims? Maybe people buried in a cemetery? I mean, the mind can just come to all kinds of conclusions. Is this just a wasteland of people that have been swept up in their areas of life where they're lost? Or is it just another series of balloons? Are we going to basically see NF pick up a bunch of balloons and float away? Who knows? I am intrigued. I want the next chapter. I want to know what the heck is going on. All right. Anyways, good one. Good flow. Nice breakup of the lyrics. Nice change up on the bars. Really, really good one. I like this one. This is one that I can definitely add onto my playlist tonight. Done. Man, thank you guys very much for joining me. Love this guy. But you know where my heart is. You know where it is.